What up, what up, what up, man? We back. I am Kev, the truth. But you know, I promise, man, to give you the truth. And this is my boy Trey Day. Well, you already know, man, gonna give you the real, man. But today, man, we got a special guest. We trying to change calls. We trying to transition to the new year. You guys will be seeing more interviews. We make sure that we trying to bring people that's impactful for the community. And at the end of the day, all we just trying to do is how my guy said in the beginning, is an educational purpose. Oh, you don't take it personal, man. But you already know this Calvin Johnson. If you don't know, you know, stop playing, man. This man cut hair. You already know he's a baseball coach. And he has an Espy, man. Now, I don't know nobody that got an Espy. I don't know. You know LeBron, whoever it would be, you don't know people. You got this guy in your backyard, on your front yard, maybe your neighbor, man, that you can say, hey, I know a guy that got an Espy. With that being said, you know, we're gonna let him bring you up to par on everything that he do, everything he's gonna be going forward, and so forth, man. You know, Cal, man, what's going on, man?
Hey, how you doing, man? I appreciate you guys bringing me on today, man. If nobody don't know by now, man, I'm Coach Cal Johnson, man. Like, I coach baseball. I started off coaching basketball for years. Everybody knows me for coaching basketball, but then I moved on to a sport that I love dearly, and I played in high school and summer college. And I had a couple of pro trials, whatever the case may be, it didn't fall through, but then I redirected myself to coaching, plus Park and Rec North Miami for well over 30 years. I've been a barber in the community for well over 38 years, so I had some of the who's who on my porch, all the way from the Tim James to the Magic Bentons to the Samari Rose. The list goes on and on and on and on.
Skin in the game, man.
So I've been around for a long time. I've seen a lot of guys, I've seen a lot of kids grow up. A lot of kids grew up, you know, under my tutelage. Not so much to say like I was the reason why, but like a lot of people will come forward and say, yeah, like me and Coach Cal had a lot of talk. He was like a daddy figure to me, uncle figure. But like once I get those kids with me, man, like when you coach in the sport, you know, Cal, you coach like those kids become your kids for at least 3 months. Because they're spending the majority of the time with you. So like I love the community. I love coaching. Right now, I do color commentary for 305 Plus Network, where we do all Miami-Dade County high school sports. Right now, we're about to venture into a little basketball. We just wrapped up the first football season with Miami-Dade Public Schools and Adidas. Adidas came down here and struck a deal. So, like I love doing it, man. I look forward to it, man. I know a lot of people. I am kind of like a historian of a lot of South Florida sports, so that's why I was chosen.
Welcome back. A major honor for South Florida high school coach who's getting national recognition for his efforts to bring baseball back to Miami Central Senior High.
You're going to love this story. Local 10 sports reporter Clay Ferrero chronicled his odyssey and is here now to show us exactly how others are now taking notice.
Well, guys, we're going to be airing the ESPYs right here on Local 10 a week from Wednesday. And ahead of that, ESPN reached out to some ABC stations around the country for nominations for their honorary ESPYs for people who make a real difference in their community. We thought of the perfect candidate, and ESPN agreed. On behalf of ESPN, this is for you. Yes, that is an Espy, and perhaps no one is more deserving than Central baseball coach
1, 2, 3,
Rockets! Calvin Johnson.
Big Cal got an Espy for coaching baseball. Here we are. We have death arrived, Miami Central. We have death arrived. Thank you. Beyond my wildest dream, I never thought that this would happen.
I mean, he's just amazing. He is. I love him. He's everything that we wanted to be. He showed us characteristics that we'll emulate ourselves. He showed us how to be a better person, how to get along with each other. He showed us brotherhood when playing baseball.
Cut two.
We first introduced you to Coach Cal last year. He played at Central years ago before the school did away with the program. But Coach Cal's passion for the game and these young men led him back.
Where they put in the blood, sweat, and tears, I want them to be able to step on their field and step out there and turn to the flag out the Pledge of Allegiance and say, this is our field. And today is victory.
Coach Cal and the players worked to build their own field of dreams, and the work paid off. The team finally got to play on their own home field this past season, and they won 4 games. That would have been reward enough.
Don't talk to me.
Although that Espy is certainly a nice bonus.
It's just a show that, like, dreams are legal, and you got the right to have a dream, and I'm honored, man. I'm honored. That's why I was chosen. But like I said, the Espy, like, it comes with credentials. That's what they call credentials. Like, somebody receive an Espy, like, that's big. You know what I'm saying? So
They ain't just handing those out.
Yeah, no, they're not handing those. You can't even buy one of those. You can get a state championship. You can even get a natty.
Yeah.
But you're not getting an Espy. Like, they don't just give those out.
Like next Nobel Bell Peace Prize.
I love it, man.
That's the Grammy of sports. If you get an Espy, that's like that's the Grammy of sports. And I'm like, and then even with that still, man, that goes to those kids back at Miami Central. Those guys deserve it. They stuck with me for 3 years. You know, I went over there to revitalize my school's baseball team. Well, I played baseball there actually. So, and we had a great run, man. So, like, I'm very proud of those kids. Like I said, if it wasn't for those kids, it wouldn't be me. So, yeah.
Man, I love him, man. I love everything he just said, man. And I don't have to introduce him because if you know, you know.
Yeah.
This one of the big homies I grew up under, you know what I'm saying? Cut my hair as a jitterbug, you know. It was an honor for me to reach out to him when, you know, when it's about dialogue and somebody reaching the community, somebody doing something better in the community, I like to reach out to guys that I know that can send a message. That's what I like to do. Because you know who I am. I'm the rough guy. This is what they say. We got enough gangsters.
Yeah.
We got enough real niggas.
Yeah.
We got enough all of this mess in our communities. And one thing when I thought about when I called you, Kev, I say, listen, I have a guy. You know, he's doing something in the community. He's appealing the community, and he's trying to change lives from baseballs. This dude won an Espy. Yeah. Let's highlight that. Yeah. That's been swept under the fucking rug, dog. Who did that in our community? You know what I'm saying? Let's highlight the certain things that some people in our community is doing things, and I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful to have this guy. When I reached out to him, he was like, "Let's do it, Trey. Let's get it."
Without a doubt.
You know what I'm saying? And the thing with him is he cut the celebrities' hair. I seen him. He cut me and my brother's hair when he couldn't cut, when he just learned how to cut. And it's about growth right now.
Yeah.
That's what this topic is about growth. And when you're trying to see growth, we had a past we had a past. I had a past, you had a past, all of us had a past.
Yeah.
But when I seen him, I'm like, damn, Cab on this right now? Cab on that right now? Why is this man not being highlighted the way he should be highlighted? And I'm here, Big Cab, to give you your roses and give you your honor and say thank you for what you're doing from baseball, from winning the Espy, for dealing with our kids in this community. That a lot of people, we have kids. It's one thing to have kids, but can you deal with them and can you adjust to them?
Yeah, can you connect?
And can these kids come to you and say, Mr. Cal, I have this problem. So that's one thing I want to do. But my question to you, how you keep it together?
I mean, it's like this. Somebody said the other day, it's like if God came to you and said, hey, listen, I'm going to put you in this position, and the only thing you really got to worry about is the naysayers like doubting you or the naysayers talking about you. But you're still going to be in a position where you're pretty much winning. Mm-hmm. If we know that, like I could take that because people are going to always talk. People are going to say, you know what I'm saying, like how they feel. But I get it because, and the thing about it, people got to learn like everybody does things different. Mm-hmm. We pretty much climbing the same mountain, but just on different sides. Exactly. So people got to understand like you don't always have to pull somebody down just because they're not doing it your way or doing it in a way that you don't pretty much understand it, because at the end of the day, the name of the game is production and productivity. Mm-hmm. If you're still being productive, like it shouldn't matter. But I think in our case, in our culture, in our community, it's all about popularity over substance. Like
over reality. What's real? What is really real?
And I just choose to do things my way, you know what I'm saying, and which is no different from any other person's way. If you really dig deep into it, if you've seen me, if you've been around for a long time, it's just that I don't want the popularity, because my thing is to always make it easier for the person that comes behind me. Right. Like, I'm going to build it up. Even when I took the job at Center Court Baseball, you can ask Mr. Barnesville, I was like, yo, listen, it's not about me. This is about the person that comes behind me. Mm-hmm. I'm going to build it up so when he comes in, he know how to do the hard work. Yeah. I laid the foundation, just like with just like with in real life with our culture and our community, like with the slave. Somebody made it easier for us each time. So now somebody made it easy for us just to be sitting here doing this platform because we didn't have this, but somebody sacrificed, somebody fell on the sword for us to be in this position. So it just, that's how it grows. Each person, next person up, next person up. It's not about, it's about me right now. No, because that's no good.
But sometimes, not to cut you off, people, they get crucified for evoking change in a greater way.
Right.
It's like, I'm good. Y'all forgot, like, the physical person, like, Cal good. I can say F it and I guarantee whatever you doing is gonna be affected. But since the people so much on a copycat, like they still in high school, this is what we doing. Instead of saying, you know what, man, I like what Cal doing. Let's get behind that. And for me, it blows my mind in our city that if you went to Georgia, if you went to any other city, they'll be running behind you because they'll be like, they'll appreciate what you're doing.
But
you know what I'm saying?
How I think, honestly, is like, one of my sayings is like, it only matters to who matters. Like, the people that care, like, that's the only thing that matters to me. My family, my kids, my close friends, the people that knew me, the people that actually came up and shook my hand without an agenda, or that shook my hand without looking like a snake or feeling like a snake. I like to say snakes with fake handshakes. But that's neither here nor there. We don't need to even harp on that. But the thing about it is, like, those people were happy. Those people were ecstatic. The true people that knew me came on there was like, yo, like, Cal always played baseball. Because people just thought, he coached baseball. I don't know Cal, but that was... People were like, no, Cal played baseball. Like, people would shake my hand. Like, I played with... Like, and that's the one thing about playing baseball. Like, in that world, like, it's a lot of white guys, a lot of Latino guys that love me around the country that call out, hey, man, I'm proud of you. You did a great job. You always been that guy. Because one thing, I've always been a leader. And just because I don't lead a certain way doesn't mean, like, I'm not that same person that you are being a leader. Because we all have, but at the end of the day, the word is production and productivity. Right. Like I said, we all climbing the same mountain, just on different sides.
I think I have more of a personal question for you because I know you as a kid. You know, me and you pretty much grew up together. You was a little older than me. We did. And I pretty much respected you as a jitterbug. And my personal question for you, since you deal with kids so much, and I work in a community now that Cal can tell you, I'm like the security guard over here. What do you do when it's time for you to, like, put a kid in place, and, like, when you know they sparing out of line, and you see the red flag, okay, I need to check this kid, and you got to go to their mom or you got to go to the parents. What's some of the things you do to let the people know, like, how you get your kids in line as far as baseball and being in sports? If they're not getting in line, do you let them play sports, or do you put them on timeout, or you gonna let the parents know? How do you do some of the mentoring that you do as a coach and as a father figure?
Well, first and foremost, off top, I let people know, like, what it is from the beginning. Yeah, right. Like, when I got called to coach at a college down here, small college, Florida Palms University. So when the coach called me, I'm like, listen, don't say nothing. I'm just gonna come out there, because I don't look like a baseball coach. You see me, people think it's football, basketball, whatever. And then I'm black, so I'm just sitting there watching the kids, they talking, they doing all type of stuff. So I'm just jotting down, like, some of the things. So first and foremost, I told him when he introduced me, everybody was like, whoa. So I was like, you hit the door.
Right.
You, bye. I said, look, today everything changes. I said, don't look at Coach. He called me out here. I said, y'all don't know if I was a scout for the New York Yankees. But I said, while this man was talking, you was talking, and you didn't care. So guess what? I don't have a horse in the race. I don't like none of y'all because I'm not here to like y'all. But my biggest thing is this guy came to your house and allowed and convinced y'all parents and allowed y'all 4 to 5 more years to chase y'all dream of playing a game of baseball. And this is the respect y'all give them. Guess what? See that exit right there? See that exit right there? Bye. There's the door. So off top, I established that, like, listen, this is what we're doing, because you're not doing me a favor, I'm not doing you a favor. You get what I'm saying? I'm here to coach you up the best way, help you be a young man, be productive in society. If you don't want that, it's okay. But my thing is, don't be stupid and selfish. The selfish part is move out the way and let the next guy get that coaching and that leadership.
Yeah,
So off top, and I tell parents on top, listen, I may sound hard, I may seem like this, but guess what? When you're not around, I'm an extension of you, the dad, and I'm an extension of the mom. So guess what? You have nothing to worry about. It may come out different, but it's the same dialogue.
Right.
Because I'm an extension of you. So you guys can walk off. And you guys know, I'm finna give a quick story real quick. So it was this kid by the name of Nigel Ashley. Great baseball player. He played at Nova in Broward. Great baseball program. COVID hit. Nova discontinued their program. They were great. So the mom called around and she was like, you know what? I want my son to play for somebody that looks like a black coach. Nigel Ashley, Nigel Ashley, great kid. So prior to that, I saw that he was on Coach Pender's page at Northwestern. He was showing me like this kid gonna look good in the Bulls uniform. We all but got him wrapped up. The mom reached out to me. I don't know the mom from nothing. She said, hey, how you doing, Coach? I got your number from Zach. That's her friend, which is a mutual friend. Yeah. And she was like, quick question. Do you know Coach Pender from Northwestern? I said, I sure do. I said, good guy. I said, but that's where it ends. I said, I don't talk about people when they're not around. From that point, the lady reached back out to my friend and said, I don't care if Cal cannot coach baseball, but the fact that he has integrity is your behavior when nobody is watching. And that's what a lot of us lack. Yeah. She said, the fact that what he said, my son's gonna play for him. And that's how I got that kid. And that kid was an awesome player. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't no knock on Pender because he was all but wrapped. Like, he had his jersey and everything. Yeah. But when she talked to me, I don't know when the conversation went with Pender, but when I said that, I don't talk about somebody when they're not around. Right. She was like, I'm done. She was my son going to play for a man with integrity. Yeah. It was bigger than baseball at that point.
She on boy with the
But it was already past baseball because when she said she wanted somebody that looked like him to coach, because there's not many of us that coach baseball in South Florida, yet alone United States, that are black. So when she said that, she was like, you know what? That's the type of man I want my son.
She's thinking about
right. A lot of people don't know that story. I don't tell that story because in our community, nobody really cares about baseball. And I get it. We're in a football hotbed, and I love it too. I love it. I love the fact that we're like. But I try to tell people like you never know what your child is good at. And I said on top of that, black kids are so talented. I'm like, only thing I'm asking, and I get a lot of flack for this because the football guys feel like I'm saying don't play football. I'm not saying that. I'm challenging the players to like the parents like the same
opportunity.
The same things that you give your kids for football, do it for baseball, do it for basketball. So if you get your child a trainer for football, basketball, do it for baseball. You don't know how good your child is in baseball, but the thing is, what I've learned is that a lot of our people, they don't know the game of baseball, so they don't care about it. So not necessarily don't care, it's that they don't know it, and it's like, and football's macho. Muscle guys, it's barbaric, it's great. Basketball, you gotta be great.
You gotta have those muscles because it's not basketball.
But I'm saying, like football, you don't see their faces, and you know what I'm saying? Basketball, you gotta be tall, and you gotta be putting up buckets. Yeah. Baseball, honestly, for black guys, like, if you're fast in baseball, bro, like, if you're fast and you're athletic, meaning that they got something to work with, they're gonna draft you. If you can run in baseball, they run a 60, football, they run a 40. If you can run a 6'5", 6'6", 60, they're like, man, let's just see this. And if that kid has something to work with, they're gonna draft him. They're gonna draft him.
So there's more opportunities there.
Absolutely.
Because I mean, I don't know baseball in detail, but I know baseball have way more leagues.
Right.
In the sense of to from the minors and et cetera in the third to build you up, even if you ain't that. So I've seen some people that did get drafted, they like, they still down to the minors. I'm like, even though I don't know it, I'm like, well, he's not in that league. And then they got another league. So I'm like, there's more opportunities if they was in
people don't even know that because people don't even know that AJ Brown got drafted by the San Diego Padres. The wide receiver from the Eagles. I think 15th or 17th round. And his story was because it's so hard to hit a moving ball. Like his story was like He went to a highly ranked camp, and he faced a pitcher that was throwing like 95. He's like, whoa, because in high school, everybody was throwing 80 something. He said he swung his hardest. He hit a dribbler down the third, and the dude threw him out because nobody can outrun a baseball. You know what I'm saying? He was like, you know what? I'm going to go where it's easy just to catch routes sometimes.
Wow.
But it's so many guys that got drafted in baseball. My whole thing is I want to try to, and still being, even though I don't coach, but I'm still involved. I'm out at the Miami Gardens helping with their baseball program. I still want to bring black kids back to playing the game of baseball. But first and foremost, I want to educate them on the game of baseball because we had our own league. The Pioneers, they don't know what the Pioneers had to deal with that came before us to be able to play the game of baseball. Bro, like, we're going to wake up over time. We're going to wake up some of the ghosts of the clowns, and hopefully we come out and we have a great time.
Calvin Johnson is ready to put on a show, but one with a purpose. When Coach Cal's Doctors Charter baseball team takes on Miami Northwestern on the last night of Black History Month, they will play in honor of the Miami Ethiopian Clowns, a barnstorming team that was like the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball.
I wanted the minority kids to really understand what the pioneers, the guys that came before them, had to go through to actually get us to be able to play the game of baseball.
This is where the Clowns used to play, right here at Dorsey Park. You had legends like Satchel Paige and Josh Gibson right here on this very field. And while this game is going to be played down the road at Gibson Park, Coach Cal has some things planned to make you feel like you're walking into a time machine and watching the Clowns all over again.
Yeah, we're going to pay homage to the Miami Ethiopian Clowns about donning their jersey. Back then, when they played out here, black people put on their Sunday best and came out because, we didn't have nowhere to go. So they came to the baseball game, they looked good, they showed out, they had a great time, and that's what we plan on doing.
Just like those Clowns who entertained but were also serious about beating the teams that they played, Coach Cal wants to make sure there's a lot of substance to go along with the show.
I had my guys write me a 2-paragraph essay on what baseball means to them and black history. I had them look up black baseball players and write a little small brief essay and try to make a comparison to themselves of what baseball means to them. And for the most part, I got a great response from some of the kids. They're excited, man. They're ready to go, man. And they all know they're going to be a part of something special. They literally took the baseball away from us, that white ball. They took it away from us because we were so popular, we was doing so well. We played shadow ball, and people still was buying tickets. Shadow ball, meaning we were faking like we had a ball, and they were playing like they hit it, and they were running the bases.
Whoa, damn.
Then, on top of that, they were like, you guys can play baseball, but we have to commentate it. Because they said because we were black and Negroes, we were going to put germs on the mic. Cool. We agreed to that because back then you had to. So now, but now this was what they're saying on the microphone. Look at that nigga run. Look at that ape run. Look at that monkey run. But this is what I'm trying to get back in our kids' head. Look at what the guys had to deal with that came before you. And I don't mean, and that's the same thing in the real world. Black people have always been special. We've always been great. My thing is like, let's take back what's rightfully ours. Not with violence, but with this right here and with the know-how. I feel like if I tell my kid, like, look, that guy that you love to, like, he got dogged out. They would not get angry, but they'll get motivated. Say, you know what? I want our game back. Yeah. And that's my drive. Until I leave this earth, I'm trying to get black kids back to playing the game of baseball.
And what you saying there, and I got a question for both of y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all, from both of you guys as being on the field with kids, dealing with these kids, I have went out to these parks and I seen it for myself. You know where I'm finna go at with this kid.
Go ahead.
I seen it for myself.
Me upset one night. Go ahead.
How hard and difficult it is to deal with the parents.
You wanna go first?
No, but I'm not finished. How hard it is to deal with the parents, because I'm seeing a lot of videos. Oh, just because you sign your kid up, they post to start. Yeah. They post I deal with this with my sister, with Simone, with her son Jace. A couple of weeks back, she took him from Gwen Terry, took him to the Ravens. And Jace is this big. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But Simone is paying all her goddamn money. And she called me out to the game, like, Trey, I'm like, yo, you're not getting the game. and they getting they behind whooped.
Yeah.
And I just want to know from a coach's standpoint, because it's different from you standing on the sideline. And then, do them kids supposed to get in the game at one point in the game?
Yeah. Well, depend on the league. Like, if they Pop Warner, it's mandatory 6 plays. So a lot of times they done transition to the league, FYFL, XYFL, AYFL. It's not technically a requirement. Depend on the league. But I know for sure Pop Warner, they got to get these 6 plays or you won't even win the game.
Right.
Because they got to get, because there's somebody on your sideline that's from the opposing team, they checking it off.
Right.
And they could win a game on the technicality if a kid didn't play. Yeah, that's how deep it get with Pop Warner. So that's why a lot of these people that want to play daddy ball or favoritism ball.
What do you mean by daddy ball?
I'm gonna get to that daddy ball.
No, you know I'm asking about it.
Daddy ball. They can play daddy with their kid, or they playing daddy with the mama they messing with.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So my response to that question, like, I coach basketball and I coach baseball. Baseball, I never had to worry about that because parents not really, they're involved, but since they don't really understand the game, they don't really be, so, but basketball, and my thing was simple, come to practice.
Yeah.
Because at the beginning of the thing, I'm like, listen, playing time is earned in practice.
Oh,
there's no way, unless you're the next Michael Jordan, that you could BS through the week and then go on the phone booth and turn to Superman. So I invite all the parents to watch your child in practice. Like, watch them in practice.
If they come to practice.
Right. And basketball, I had like 12, 13 kids, so they did come. So they were like, okay, coach, like, you're right. And now I see them on the side, like, you got to do better. You got to do this, you got to do this. So my whole thing, like, it was just like, come to practice, because playing time is earned in practice.
So obviously, trust.